Good morning. Here we go. Friday again. Back for the last stream of the week. And I think we're actually going to get to all four options that I put on my poll this week, which is the last one was a science research station of some kind. Yeah. Not a lot more to say than that about it. Okay. So what do we want to use for reference or scale reference rather? I think probably a person's a good idea to have. So let's get rid of the base cube for right now. We'll bring it back later. Let's generate ourselves a person. And is that going to be enough reference? Do we want a building as well? I think we might want a building too. And we might want to crash Blender. Also good. I feel like 3.6 has crashed more on me than 3.5 did. Hopefully we'll get it, a little bit more stable as things goes on. Close that window. Close that. Just close a few things that I don't need up. Never a bad idea. Come on, Blender. You can do it. There we go. Okay, so here we go again. Let's get started. Character, male, dude, generate, finish, confirm. His teeth and his eyes. And yeah, there we go. Now we're doing better. Now let's bring in not a large building this time, but industrial, clean sci-fi. That's a small building, but I kind of like it for an idea. Let's see how big it is. What it thinks is a small building. That's just a cool building in general. We're not going to use it, but it is a cool building. Okay, something like that for scale. I can live with that. Let's close this back down again for right now. And GX and GX. So shape for our building. We've been doing these pyramid shapes or pyramid element shapes, and I kind of like them. So let's keep doing that for a little bit. Let's say scale this till it is like that. One, bring it up into there. Control A, all transforms. Okay. And then 3, scale to like that. How high up are we? We are now 11, so we've got 12 meters. That would be 3 stories by the normal thing that I've been doing of 4 meters a story, which seems reasonable. Seems like a good size for a science base. So let's do that. Cool. And I'm just gonna get rid of this building now. You were just there to give me an initial idea of size, and that's it. And it's still pretty good. 2, Control R, 3 stories. Okay. Which we like. And I had a couple ideas how I want to try this too. Let's see, we get 4 or 3? Just go 3 cuts this way. 3 seems good, and then 3 cuts this way. Maybe 4. No, it's because we're a square. We still are a square. Right? Yep. Okay. Now, I want to decide where we want to put windows on this thing, because I think I do want some. And I want to do that first this time instead of later. We go all through the second layer. Maybe that's a good way to do it. Select those, II, and inset to like that. Still a big window, actually. But that's fine. I like that. And then Alt-E along normals in just a bit. Let's see how far, what does just a bit go? Minus 0.05, 2 inches in. Sure. Then inset just a bit. And normals back in a bit more again. This time minus 0.025, 1 inch. So boring, but there it is. Okay. And I want to plus, plus, plus. And I'm just going to here, there's our base material. Add a new, assign it, new, and we're going to call this one window trim or just trim. And I'm just going to give it a color so it looks different. And then minus, 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 minus. There we go. Got that last one. And now we can create windows. Windows. And we'll give it a default color of blue. Okay. And I want to make sure that it goes right to the edge. Yes, so this one is the purple one. Cool. That is important for where we're going next, because now we're going to start doing... Actually, have I gone too far? That's going to be very even looking. I'm just going to, I don't know. I'm going to undo all that. There we go. I'm going to be different this time. I had an idea, but I think I'm going to change it. I think this will be better. Tab, Shift Q, Utility, Plate Insets. I don't want to subdivide this time. These are going to be depth of 0.25. And I want to say a maximum of 4. Yes. We're going to do more subdividing later, but I want to see, let's see if we can't. That's all even. I don't want it all even. Max of 3. I just want to get something neat looking like that. Okay. Maybe max of 2. Let's just see. It's going to create. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Cool. All right. Now we got a little bit more interest. And make it a little thicker. Depth of 0.33. Even 0.5. 0.5 is chunky, but I like chunky. Chunky works. F9 and thickness of 0.1. Yes. I think I'm good there too. I like that. And then let's see, fill or solid. Clear. Let's do clear. Okay, I like this shape. Now let's save us. Save me. 230818-1 live stream science base. Okay, and the reason I want to do this without somebody is now I can make those windows, but we've got these added extra level, which I think is just cool. So we're just going to select those same sized faces that we did before, but some of them are sticking out more, and I just think that that's neat. So we can inset even more to like that. Again, cool. And I'm fine with that. Alt-E, select normal, minus 0.05. Cool. And then inset again, and Alt-E, normals, minus 0.025. And save. And now we got the same window action as before, but we have that added extra face shape, which I just think is good and will help us out. We're going to build onto it more in a minute. Because now we can do select that. I don't even select that all the way up to there, I think. Maybe? Or not. No, we'll allow it like that. Okay. And new base, new assign. Now we're going to trim. Give it a color. Nice pink. And then minus, 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 plus that. Plus assign. This one is going to be Windows. And we'll give it a good blue. All right, save again. And now, just so I don't have to keep doing it, G coplanar. I could do it with a group, but I'm not going to bother. Assign new ground. And a default color of green. Okay, because now I can just select material and get everything else, which is what I wanted. Okay, Shift Q, plate insets. Now we can subdivide and start getting some interesting things. We're going to increase, I think, our maximum from 2 to go back to 6 again. Maybe we just do 1 this time. And that's starting to look cool already. Nice. Then come back again and do it one more time. Let's just do it on the top. Shift G, coplanar. Got the top sections. Yeah. And do we want to add more to it than that? Yeah, okay, let's go one more out. Maybe 2 more out? Sure. Just to give it a bit of variation. Tab, Shift Q, play inset. Do it one more time. Ooh, yeah. I don't think we need to be quite so deep this time. 0.25. Cool. Save. I think that's getting to be a neat looking building. Oh, we got those stick out now, which is some of these windows are interesting. Like some of them stick out, and that's cool. Wasn't really planning on that, but it's neat. I like it. Cool. So let's see if we can use that now. Shift G, coplanar. Each of those, yeah, all right. Cool. And then tubes, 100. And increase the size of these tubes. And we want to limit the body. Something like that. Might even want them a bit more. Maybe we make them 25, but we make them bigger. Curve depth of 0.25. F9, and we want our minimum length to be 3 and our maximum length to be 10. Maybe. Kill the cut, so they're straighter. Something like that. Yeah, let's just go to longest. That'll make our life a little bit better, maybe. Shortest. No, none. Let's see. 4, 3, 2, max 25. No, 10. Ooh, well, I'm not super liking that. Let's see if we can maybe make it 0.1. Is that better? Seed. Something like that, maybe. Sure. Particularly when we take the same size and Shift Q and loop extrude 1, 2, 3. Turn off loop from source. Max depth of 0.5. Go too much? No, that seems all right. F9, 0.5, 0.25, 0.125. And cuts a bit more. Something like that. Save. I'm okay with that. And see how we like that. I liked it better before. Yeah, I liked one. That feels like a good combination to me. I like that. Let's do it over here too now. Shift G, coplanar. That's a big one. Shift Q, tubes. Might need 50 on this one. That's cool looking. Let's see, seed. Let's try a couple different ones, see if we like better. Oh yeah, we'll go that. Okay, Shift Q, loop extrude, 1, 2, 3. Cuts, 1, 2, 3. Nice. That works, that works, that works. Do it over here too now. Shift G, coplanar. Yep. It's a big one. And Shift G, coplanar. Select all that. Cool. Shift Q, tubes. Max 0.25. I'm just gonna have this one go up a bit more. Cool. I like it. F9. Shift Q rather. Loop extrude. 1, 2, 3. 3. And yeah, we'll do that. I like it. And then then over here, is there any on this one? This one does not stick out. Maybe we'll leave that be our base untubed face. The untubed face. Okay. Save. And I'm just gonna select all those and object convert to, well, do I want to convert them yet? Are we good with that? Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's just look at them. Sometimes maybe I'm too fast at this. Resolution 6.1. No, that's 6 is good. I'm gonna fill the caps just to be sure. I don't know that it'll matter, but yeah. Now let's convert them. Mesh and join them together. So we have pipes. We're gonna have all of these extra panels and join them together as well. We'll still leave them separate from the original building, but so we have original build. If we turn them off, yeah, no, they're cool looking. They definitely give us that extra level of fun. And save again. Now the roof. Excuse me. We're already doing pretty good on it. I don't know that we need more square sections. We might just greeble that, which we can do. Maybe let's add the doorway, which I think we're going to put right here. All of these are tilting in, but that's fine. I'm gonna, again, do I want to extend it out? Maybe I don't. Let's see. SC0. I don't want to move it up. I want to move it down. I don't remember how you change that. Whatever. I'm just gonna eyeball it. SC0. Cool. 1. GZ. Something like that. Cool. That'd be our face. All the way down to the bottom. We're going to cover it up anyway. Let's save. Keep saving. Let's go for a door. Close this area. I like the door I used yesterday. Maybe keep on my home versus on whatever this door. It's a bit big though. I can scale it down, right? Alt G. Great. GZ. GX. To like there. GY to like there. Let's bring our dude over so I can scale him and see. We don't want to go too much smaller on a door than this because no, not him. We can bring that in a little bit though. Okay. Cool. Good with that. Let's solo it. Edit it. And I'm just going to need to basically extend it. Which means E GX. To there. There's our door into our building now. Digging that. I think that works. Save it. Okay. I put it on the other side, so maybe I do want to add some more panels here. Because I was going to put it over here, but I like it better there. If I give this one more and more. Shift G, coplanar. Sure. Random tubes. Let's see what happens if we margin. Wow, it freaks out. No. 0. Undo. I don't want, essentially, ZB. I don't want those selected. Yeah. Shift Q, random tubes. Let's go with 100. Let's get a big size. Let's see what happens if we can cut this. Oh, that's interesting. There we go. That's better. And Shift Q, random loop extrude. 1, 2, 3. And again, we're going to cut it. Three. And send player seed. Okay. Something like that. Cool. Q, convert to mesh. And join it with this one. And then these, let's join together as well. So again, we're back to the same 3 layers to our building. It's a 3-layer dip. Okay. Now, what are we ready to do now? I'm just gonna try a few things. Just see what this looks like here. That's a super neat thing, but it looks like it hangs more than it's what we want to do. So let's not use that here. But we gotta remember I have that here. Another hanging one, right? Well, this one's actually got a walkway even. Also cool, but not what we want here. Let's see. That one will work though. Just want to add a little bit of interest to our top. And let's see if we took this thing and we rotated RX 180. So it's got that thicker part on the bottom now. And then GZ took that down so it lines up there. Scale up just a bit. Okay. I like that. Q, array it. Let's see, shift 1. Yep. There we go. Something like that across the top. And then we'll need to add to this now. So this works, basically. So these to here, E up. And this is going to present a problem because it angles. Grr. SX0, no, SY0. There we go. Now it doesn't. 3. E. And we could even combine those two. That, and that, and that. Edge, bridge edge loops. Nope. I mean, select at least 2 different edge loops. Fine. F. 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 There we go. We've bridged our edge loop. Yeah. Save. Okay, that's cool. We need to add some more detail though up here now because we've increased our level of detail, which is fine, but we want to make sure that it stays consistent. Fan. Let me put a fan up here. Over here. I kind of like that. RX90. RX minus 90. 7. Scale it up. Right in. There we go. That's cool. Then, what else do we wish to add? I think we need to go out of Rex's stuff and into something else again, which is fine. Yeah, we'll go back to big, medium, small. We all know it's going to happen. And variable clusters. Some of these are neat. Yeah, let's do that. RZ90. Scale this in. Bring it so we're right in the middle of that panel. I think that's good. GZ. Just down to where like that. Cool. And straight up just greebles. Some of these are also neat. I want to use this one for a bit. We want to put it here. 7G. I'm just blinging out the roof a little bit. And kind of a venti thing right here. Is it just those? Well, I mean, I guess. How do I feel about it? I don't hate it. That's fine. Heat sinks and panels. We'll put this one right here. I find that for me, when kit bashing, you don't want to think too much. You just kind of want to go with it. You can get very stiff and weird if you think too much. Just kind of put some stuff in. You can always tweak it later if it doesn't work. That's a bigger cluster of things, but kind of neat. Maybe we'll put that right here. 7. Scale it up a bit. Something like that. Cool. GZ. Bring it in. Our roof's starting to get crazy blinged. Save it. That's cool though. That's looking right. We can do a little bit of what we were doing before. 3, Shift G, coplanar. Yep. I don't want them under there though, so I don't think we'll do it that way. We'll just grab these. Tab, Shift Q. Tubes. 25. Cool. Seed. Sure. Doesn't really matter. Shift Q, because we're going to hide most of them underneath this. Cuts 3. Yep. Loop sub 1. Cool. Yep. Q. Convert to mesh. And again, join it to that. Keeping all of our pipes together. And again, we'll join all these together. And save again. I do think I want to leave at least a little bit of flat space on the roof. So maybe we'll leave this here like that. And we're starting to feel pretty good about this. I like a door. I like a roof. I like our overall silhouette. I want to take this thing here and I want to give it a bevel of 1 centimeter. Is that enough? Yeah, 1 centimeter. Maybe. Yeah, let's go 2 centimeters if we can. I think we can. We don't want it on the other thing, at least not that way. But I like that. Now, I want to select it again. I want to Shift G by area and give it like a 0.1, 0.5, 0.75. Cool, just, yeah, the bigger things. But I want to make sure that we do not use trim or windows. Did this yesterday, and I really liked how it turned out, so I'm gonna do it again. Shift Q, cells. And cut just 1. Pool size and make it more. Yes, something like that. I don't want to inset the faces. I think I'm good with that. Then we're going to take these. What's our material? We're not going to be windows. And Q, add modifier solidify, bring it out just a bit. Maybe not even quite that much. Let's see what we got. Solidify, offset of 0, thickness of 0.025. 1-inch thick plate. Yes, 1-inch plates on there I think is good. Might be too much though. Let's do it again. Shift Q, cells. Cuts 1. Do I want them cut? No. I think something like that could be good. Okay, and again, get rid of the window option. and Q, solidify, tweak it to thickness of 0.025 with an offset of 0. That seems better to me. I like those sized more. This is going to give us some plate variation. We could have done it with paneling too, but I think I like that. This is simpler and might actually be better. Although having said that, we could try it with paneling. Turn off the cells. Select again, Shift Q, random panels, and cut one. Whew. Okay, yeah, we don't want the, it's not a window. Thickness of our inset, 0.01. And is that going to be too much? Let's see. Let's get rid of that as well. And Q, sharpen. Which way do we like it better? I think I like the other way better. Let's delete those and bring back our little plates. Save. Okay. This gives us a little bit more visual interest in things. And I think I want a big antenna too. Just cause. Maybe not quite that big an antenna though. That's something we can see from here, like that. Yes. And bring it in a little bit. There. Save. Alrighty. Okay. Let's start applying some textures to it. See what we got. Let's see what we got first. Probably a mess. Yeah. Okay. Let's go grab some concrete. Seems like we've been using these and they've worked okay for us. So dirty concrete for the main material. Okay. For our trim, let's grab a different, let's go grab one of mine. We won't see it super well, but for the trim, let's use distressed hull. There we go. Cool. For windows, then we'll use the big, medium, small one. I like it. We may have to change that because I don't want to see. Actually, yes, we're not going to do that for windows. We'll leave windows all in for right now. For windows, we'll use lights in windows non-alpha. Just right now, anyway. Okay, let's fix that first. So, UV editing. Whoo, Lord. Select. What? Select. Okay, good. I was like, what? No. 1U cube projection. Okay, that's better. Now we have, Let's see. It's not great yet, though. How do we want to handle this? I tried this yesterday and this worked okay. So let's see. X dissolve faces. Yes, so they're all just single faces now. That makes my life easier. And then U reset. I don't know why it's all rounded like that, but I think we're going to see what we're seeing. I just want to get them all in the same space, and I'm not super familiar with that yet. A, R90. Let's see if this works. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So B, if we select all those, SX0. Cool. And then over here, B, SX0. And then here, SY0. And then here, SY0. No, we're not. I messed up my lineup somehow, so that's not going to work. All right, well, fine. 1. I know how I'm going to do it. Just going to select those ones, right? And those ones. 1. U project from view. Let's not do that yet. Now over here, 3 U project from view. Now if we select all of those, cool. Kind of get them lined up roughly the same. They don't have to be exact, I suppose. Now let's go with the green windows because I just think they're neat looking. Maybe. We're just kind of creating some windows. It's not. I don't like it yet. They feel too big. Feels like the scale is off. And this is going to be a problem potentially just because the scale may be off. Like I may have made them too big. I wish I could get them to line up right though. Let's see if I can. C. SX0. Okay. SX0. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, this will work. It's probably a better way to do this automated, but whatever. It's only 4 of them. Well, that's weird. Although I don't know that I hate it, but let's see if we can't get it from here. Yeah, I don't know that I care. That's fine. A. Now, can we line them up better? That one. That one. That's better, I guess. See, this one's a little less bright, and this one here. Okay, I can live with that. And I do like now it angles better along our thing. So maybe we can live with this for our window areas now. Thing we could do, actually could be neat too. Let's do it. Come back, just select that object, yes. And I want to grab, let's turn off beveling for right now, just make my life easier. I want to grab this, no. The second in, yes. This is going to be a little bit of a pain, I admit. Second in. Second in. Second in. And then over here, we have to do it by 8 times or whatever, but second in. Second in. No. Yes. One more. And then we're halfway done. Seems like it's a pretty quiet day for people watching me anyway, so that's okay. All those, all those. Cool. Now let's do it. There. There. Not that one. That's the third in. Second in. There. Whee! So much fun. There. And one more. We're almost there. This is what happens when you make a mistake and you have to fix something. It takes a little while. That's not really a mistake, but change your mind. It's also a good idea not to be too hard on yourself. There we go. I didn't make a mistake. I altered the rules of my engagement. Pray I do not do it further. Okay. Alt-E on normals. Offset even. Okay. That I think could be cool. Let's see. Yes, that is in fact quite cool. And I created shutters. Yeah, realize they're shutters, but they're shutters. We could actually, because they're still selected. Let's get very close. And cool. 0.005. And let's do it again. Just a titch. And cool. Yeah, so they're telescoping closed shutters. Cool. I like that. Come back. There we go. Okay, so now let's grab this material here. This is our solidified guy. Let's just assign that and give it that CW dirty concrete. Maybe. That'll make it the same tone. We could also give it dark concrete. Select it, add material. Could be a bit much. Let's go dirty concrete again. Make it a new one and change its base color. Yeah, let's just go to the shading. Get rid of that. And actually, value of 0.8. Value of 0.5. 0.5 so much. 0.75. I just want to have a little bit of difference in texture on those. That I think is good. It's subtle, but I think it's good. Okay. Save. So we can continue this being distressed hull. And these, let's just go with orange instead of yellow today. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Well, that's looking all right to me. Maybe distressed hull I don't like as much. Let's change distressed hull on those to metal sheeting plain gray. Yeah, that's better. I think I might even do the same here too. Tab A U cube projection. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, that's looking cool. Oh, damn it. I don't want to do that. Deselect the lights. And now do it. Cube projection. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we need to adjust this thing now. This metal here, I think we want to be CW on dark concrete, dirty concrete. Tab A, U, cube projection. No. That's entirely too small. We don't do that. Let's take it to gray again. Gray sheeting. Sure. It's got a metal door. We don't know why. Why not? And I think we need the same on this one. This one's also, yeah. Metal 1, gray. Cool. And then LEDs, let's just make these glow. Go to the yellow and add material, and blue and add material. And the yellow, let's make it brighter, like 15. And we're at an hour. Just having a good time making a building, right? Okay. Now, where do we want to put this building? That is our next question. And then we probably want to put some snow on it, but let's make a terrain for it first. And I don't know that I actually do want a lot of snow on it because I'm thinking this could be further away from the shore, and this is a fairly dry planet, so we'd want a dusting, but not a lot of snow, which will become important. 7 scale. Sure, go to that size. Now, Control A, rotation scale, tab 2, E, 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 here, E, 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 E. Good cliff on that side. Here, E, 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 E. Just generating some weird shape, basically. Nothing's particularly, again, high cliff, something like that. Sure. It's going to be a bit on the weird side, but that's all right. Let's edit, turn on proportional, 1G, make it much bigger. Just change these so we get a bit of variance. And again, this is probably bigger than it's going to need to be. I want to take it though and RZ90, rotate it which way? That way or that way? That way. There we go. To be exact, but gives a bit more. So our front door has a bit more room here. And tab. I'm going to, might as well. I think I am going to quad remesh it to 100 pans. Remesh it. Gives a bit more. Yep. And then I'm going to delete the original because I know I don't need it. And tab, that seems better. Yeah. And now we can come back here and do a little bit more tweaking. Something like that, like that. I like it. Oh, I like it. Go to inset. Okay. Save. F4. Append. We all know what I'm doing here. Done this a bunch now. Terrain generator. Rocky desert. Node tree. Terrain. Just grab both. And add modifier. Geometry nodes. terrain. I'm kind of liking it, but we're not there yet. Again, as is normal, let's come through here, and I want to change the displacement on the cliffside scale to like 0.1. Strength to like 3. Make that a little less bumpy. And the ground, I think we can leave the ground this time. Maybe like it is. Oh, I'm gonna need to change that ground, aren't I? Sorry. Let's do this real quick. Ground to dirty concrete. Concrete 1. Give it a bit of a loop. Okay, there we go. But no, I like that. That's looking cool. I see no problem with that all around. Apply our terrain. F4, append. And I'm gonna go grab my ground. Volcanic rock, snow. And there we go. Let's see. Cool. Yeah. Feels pretty good to me. We need to definitely UV it though. A, U, cube projection. Yeah, it's got some whiter snow on the bottom. I'm liking that. On the top, I'm liking all this. I want to just bring it up so that our doorway is in the snow. Cool. Now that's looking cool. I like that. I'm gonna do here. I should be able to come to our dirty concrete and shading. I think I've got it on this one. The add snow modifier or node tree that we made before. Add snow. Yes. It just puts the same dusting of snow that's on the rock on top of everything else. Just a really handy way to do this. This one didn't get on it, did it? I wonder why not. There we go. Now it did. And here. There, it's on that too. And we can even put it on our windows. We need to put on a couple things actually, don't we? Or it should be on here already. Yeah, it's on there because we already used that texture. Use that texture. We haven't done it on here yet. There we go. So now we got snow on everything basically. Oh, except here. Now it is. And we need to do it here. This one, just in general, I don't like this metal material. Metal 45 needs to be gray. That'll fix that. Yep. Here, you got a couple ones, but what are we slots? Metal 95 also needs to be just gray. And then this red metal, which I think is needs to add it on. And there we go. And I'm not too worried about the cables and stuff. We'll let them be what they are. Yeah. Cool. Liking this building. Everything's looking kind of styling. I don't think I'm going to add actual geometric snow to things this time. I do want to adjust that a little bit though. Well, yeah, a little bit, I think, on this one, but I like it on the ground. Okay, so I like what the ground looks like a lot. So let's go to ground. Snow and volcanic rock. And I want to make sure to make this one its own material because I don't want to change it as I change this one. And this one I'm going to change or try to change. And it's going to be one of these here noise textures. Is it this one? No, I think it's the other one. Is it? Or is it? What's giving me those fun little squiggles? It's not that. Is it this? No. No, there's a little squiggle coming from somewhere, isn't there? Up here. That's the one. That's the evil. Strength 0.1. I can handle that. And 0.5. Even 0.025. Just a little bit. Okay, a little bit's fine. But it's too much normal for it. Cool. Save. Easy fix. So now we can append and grab our fog, which we also have over here, the same one we were grabbing before. Dan weather 6 atmosphere. There it is. And that's the atmosphere. I mean, I would hope it is. 7. Let's just bring it so it covers, our terrain. I think it does. Looks good. And get rid of our dude. We don't need him anymore. Oh, we probably want a dude, but maybe not that dude. Dude. And I like that this looks a lot like the, excuse me, the housing structure that I made yesterday too. They're very much of the same world. And I think that helps us with our world building. Hey Alexa, let's set our depth to 250. Sure. Lens, going in with the anamorphic. There we are. Everyone's very quiet today because people have better things to do on a Friday than hang out with me. Poor me. No, it's cool. I get it. I do want to maybe smooth this down a little bit. Add modifier, smooth. Yeah. I think that's better. Everything's, coming up Millhouse. So let's set our light up now. Shift A, light, sun. up, and we've been doing a very low angle light, kind of slightly backlit. Seems to be working pretty well for us. With an 8,500 Kelvin temperature and an illumination of 2 or 3. Let's try 2. And our world is kind of blue, but quite dark. So like almost all the way to dark. And that might be a little too dark. Or we need a little bit more angle on our sun. Yes, we do. Because it's the mountain is messing with it. That, and maybe make it a 3, a bit brighter. Kind of looking at. I do like seeing like the other mountain kind of in the background a little bit more. We're gonna make our establishing shot. Let's see if we make it 35. Oh, that's cooler. Almost gives us some like aurora looking type things, and we see the sun up there. I'm liking it. It feels cold. Heal. And I'm gonna bring in a person. These have been great. I really love these big, medium, small characters. I like this guy on this light here. Bring him in. GX, GY, GZ. We could bring him more over here like this. The classic concept art character to the side. Which, I mean, it works. The reason for it is it gives us a sense of scale and character, but keeps the dude out of the way of the details of our building, which we don't want to hide. He's like, there, that. I like that. And I could put another one. Yeah, we're not even we're doing good. Let's see. Go with another white suit. I haven't really had any kind of a reasoning behind that, but let's put him like right there. And see if it's just, he might even be too high hidden in fog to really see now, but let's see. He's going to be pretty small. Let's bring him forward. Kind of more in line to here. There. Make sure he's sitting on ground, because he's not now. He's floating in midair. Now he's on ground. And rotate him. And GY. I'm going to just tilt him slightly. There we go, something like that. Let's see. And if we set our focus to the front door and go back. Don't actually like him there. I feel like he's framing things just a little too evenly. But it's also brighter than I thought it would be. So maybe we put him back here again. Let's see, because he's further back, let's see if it changes that framing. Yeah, I actually do think that's better. Yeah, he just becomes sort of a thing versus. And we might even do something else too. Let's see if we go with foreground assets. Let's grab a rock group. Doesn't really matter what color they are because we're going to change them all to our material anyway. But bring it in. Scale it up. And snow on volcanic rock. There we go. Alt D, Alt R. And I want to do another group. Let's grab another rock. Set a rock here. And GZ. And turn it also to volcanic rock. And let's see. What are we looking like? That's feeling good. Yeah, a couple of rocks there. I like him. Dude's actually getting even kind of lost in the background. That's fine. Maybe let's get rid of this guy. Doesn't need to be there. Yeah, he doesn't need to be there. And we got lots of time, so we can keep playing a little bit more. Duplicate this again and bring it over to our other person. Where'd he go? Oh, rocks. Cool. Yes, just a couple of foreground rocks really helps sell the detail and the realism to me. Like it gives you that like, oh, it's not just a procedural terrain, which is, I mean, what it was. I think that helps us a whole bunch. Some more thing I want to do real quick. Let's come up to here and edit one. Can I select? Yeah. Let's just do it this way. Shift S2 tab. Let's just add. We need some lights. I'm mumbling to myself a whole bunch, but essentially we need some lights. So let's add some. One there. Did I get rid of it or still there? No, it's still there. Cool. So did it work? Yeah. One there. Those two will both help. There's no point in putting one behind because we won't see it anyway. But I do think I want to come up here. Go to here. 3. Inset I plus assign. And let's go with a red light. and make it 25. So it's gonna be quite bright. And we might need to shift up a little bit. There we go. Just to make it in frame. Let's see if this gives us more. We can't even super see it, can we? Let's see, 500. Is it there? It's there. Yeah, 500 is fine. I'm just gonna make it bright. It may or may not show up when we look later, but it's just because it's small. And I think, although we have it here a little bit, I think I want to add a little bit more light here. This is our yellow light right there. I'm going to take these and inset them up a bit, add a sign. I'm just going to go with warm and make it 10. Now, let's see what we got. Yeah, okay, now it just gives us a bit more oomph on the doorway, which I think is a good thing. I think we want that. Yeah, yeah, looking okay. I think we are in good shape, my friends. And we're close enough to 90 minutes, and I've gone over a couple times this week that I think I'm going to call it. Oh yeah, you can see that there. That's good. So this is our science research space. I'll make a few different angle shots of it and post it up on social medias. I hope if you're watching this and keeping quiet now, you've had a good time. And if you're watching it later, that you get something out of it. Please like and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate it. And I will be back again on Monday for another stream. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend, and I'll be back. All right.